The Collargate situation continues with Hasan Piker, the controversial left-wing commentator on Twitch, after a clip went viral yesterday about his act of seemingly shocking his dog Kaya during a stream. We talked about this yesterday. However, after this, he seems to be trying to do a bit of defense about what had actually happened and some damage control. Here is his explanation as to what happened and what the caller actually was.
Yeah, man, you explain things well and shit, but show the caller though, dude.
Kaya, okay.
Come here. This is one of Kaya's many collars. Come here. This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the air tag. There's the vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime. And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get lost, you are able to, it emits a sound. Okay?
However, a few people had quickly picked up on the notion that, first of all, he was not handling the color in a way in which we could actually see the entirety of the color, and it might become apparent as to why he might have done so. Here is XQC and his take on what was going on. Here he is.
Here, this is the flashlight.
Bro, stop putting your fingers on it, man. Christ. Jesus, man.
Okay, and this is when it vibrates.
What? Guys, let me show you my new, guys. I just got a new controller, guys. Let me show you to guys. I'm gonna show it. Ready? See? I just bought it. It's brand new. Do you guys see it? It's right here. Like, come on, bro. What, like, bro? It's not hard to like self-debunk for like 2 minutes, man. Like, it's not hard, man. Why does he keep putting his fingers
It has the
on
capacity to vibrate.
Can we see the underside of it?
And that's it.
And here is another streamer, Box Loner, who seemingly figured out what exactly is going on with the collar. Seemingly that the collar has two specific models, and a possibility that Hasan Piker was manipulating the collar that he had in order to make it seem like he had the other version. Here he is.
Closely match the ET300 Mini Educator half-mile remote e-collar, which does have shock prongs. It seems to match in shape, in the positioning of the charging port, in the texture of the plastic, unlike this one with the much more curvy light than the one Hasan has. This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side. The one Hasan has the charging point in the middle, much like the shocking version, where the prongs that could deliver the shock are simply removable. You can just remove them. Or apparently, maybe, plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with black tape. That seems to be where we are now. Okay. Close.
Now, some people have came to his defense, saying, if you're elderly, 36, and wondering why the entire TL is flooded with posts about Hasan and his dog, let me explain. There are people doing a massive far-right coordinated hit on him based on nothing, and then there are gullible and cynical idiots helping them. But others are not as kind. Tectone came in to say, I always wondered how Hasan kept his dog behind him all stream. It's because he's been using a shock collar on a setting so high that his dog effing screams when he uses it. using your dog as a prop to seem more friendly, relatable, and down to earth, when in reality, the dog isn't sitting there on its own volition but stays there out of fear. I am beyond disgusted F this man's whole existence. And Sean Fitzgerald, actual justice warrior, responded to a claim of OG Snark trying to debunk that the collar was actually a shock collar. Came in to say, does it come with duct tape over the electrical prongs right out of the box, or was that an upgraded one just to show the dog more love? Pointing to the notion that the collar that was presented by Hasan Piker had duct tape on the sides where the shock prongs would have gone. And if you take a look at the eCollar Technologies Inc. website, there are two specific versions of the model, as you saw in an earlier clip. Sean Fitzgerald also came in and said to the idea that Hasan is now calling Collargate a coordinated far-right pro-Israel slander campaign. AJW responded to that saying, quote, the guy shot his dog, lured her off camera after he found out it was a controversy, then an hour later pretended to react to it for the first time. Then a day later he showed a collar with tape over the place with the detachable shock prongs. Now he claims Israel is behind it. GB Reviews came in to say no effing way he removed the prongs and put electrical tape over it to hide it, where a lying sack of it, showing a picture of when you zoom into the collar that there is actual electrical tape there. And then, to make matters even worse, Legal Mindset in a tweet saying, when you think Hasan can't go any lower, he continues to dig, referencing a response to the GB Reviews post saying, here's a bit clearer, you can see the tape better, trying to up the gamma and the brightness in order to make the tape itself being shown a little clearer in the pic that you see. Now, Legal Mindset has also proposed a call to action, saying, quote, take action, contact Los Angeles Animal Services at the below phone or mail informing them that Hasan Dogan Piker is likely in violation of California Penal Code Section 597, PC 597, which prohibits maliciously or intentionally causing unjustifiable pain or suffering to any animal. Now, as I said before, I want to make it clear that I would not use this type of thing on any animal that was a part of my family. I would not use this on any pet of mine at all. I think these are cruel and unusual punishments. I do understand there's a few people that do believe in them in order to have corrections, or if they get lost or something like that, or for training, and I don't understand why you would want to use them, but I do know that some people would disagree with me that they are necessary or unnecessary. But here's the thing that I'm getting from this is that Hasan Piker knows he screwed up here. He knows that the way the Legal Mindset said this, that this could be used as evidence if someone were to say, hey, I want to have Hasan Piker, be investigated, and they would see this Twitch stream as evidence to charge him with something. And like I said before, and I stand by this now, there is nothing to convince me that this dog was under any sort of duress and the yelp came from something that Hasan Piker did. I tried to see any kind of evidence that the dog Kaya caught her claw on something that was possible for why she yelped. I tried looking all sorts of different ways. There's no doubt about it, this dog, Kaya, was under no duress prior to this. And for that matter, what did Hasan Piker think she was doing wrong? Being on that little mat for God knows how long he was streaming for at that point in time, or how long he usually streams for. And she goes and moves around at least a little bit, and he reaches for something which he claims was gum that he was reaching for. And then after this whole thing was done, he didn't go back for it. There is no explanation that he or any of his followers or defenders are saying that makes any sense when you look at the totality of it. And it's even going into my own video that I posted the other day, where someone was telling me that I was a quote-unquote clip farmer. And with that logic, anybody who has a punditry channel would be considered that, using that kind of logic. But that is the mentality of some of the people that are trying to defend this guy, when they clearly know that he screwed up here. And he knows he did, and now instead of trying to come clean, he's trying to explain away all of this, and you can clearly see that there's something wrong there. On the XQC clip, why is he not showing us the bottom? That's probably because everybody else is saying that he was trying to cover up the model that he was using. Why are they trying to defend this guy? Why are they trying to attack anybody who is calling it out? And more people are calling it out. And instead of just owning up to it, they're using the old, oh, they're all right-wing conspiracy theory. Dude, there are people on the left wing who are calling you out on this. There are people on the libertarian side who are calling you out on this. This is not a left versus right issue. Please stop trying to think it is. Not everything is that. And this is becoming a huge pet peeve of mine. You are allowed to call out your own side on things. You don't have to be tribalism on every single last issue. This is something that should transcend politics. But yeah, oh, if you criticize me on how I treat my dog, you are a right-wing chud. I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way. And he should be ridiculed for this. And the amount of people who are coming to his defense and using mental gymnastics in order to explain away something that is clearly something that he's trying to manipulate in order to make it seem as though there was nothing wrong and that was something else that he heard Kaya do. The dog was under no prior duress, other than the fact that she was confined to that one space while he was streaming for God knows how long, had to put up with whatever else he's saying. Which, by the way, he isn't doing too hot there either. If you want to take into account the congressional hearings that are going on, he's probably public enemy number one, and having people tell him, please just shut up for about a month and stop trying to be so vitriolic on every single issue. Destiny's being told the exact same thing and he won't stop doing it. But please, let's stop defending this guy. Just because people are left-wing doesn't necessarily mean we have to praise and applaud everybody on the left wing or applaud everything they do. Hasan Piker did not have to shock this dog at all, let alone to the amount that he was. And I am more convinced now that it's clearly a shock collar. You cannot convince me otherwise that it is not. And he's trying to play it off as something else, and he's trying to lie to you. He sat there poker face and lied to you, and some people are taking it at face value and are defending him on doing worse than he ever could. And that's saying something, because I think Hasan Piker is a piece of it. But the lengths that these people are doing, especially this Yvonne Loves Wolf person who is clearly only defending him because he's left-wing, they're doing worse than he is, and that's saying something. So we gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop saying that, oh, well, they're left-wing, so we must defend them no matter what he does. No, we don't have to. We don't have to defend Destiny. We don't have to defend any of these people who are making it worse for people on the left wing in order to convince people on the center or the right wing in order to know that they're not what the right wing says they are. And yeah, I do agree with Legal Mindset. This should be investigated because he clearly pushed something and the dog did something as soon as he pushed it. What other way do you want to interpret that? So yeah, that's what I think. I'm interested in what you think about this as well. And yeah, thank you to that one person that said that I was being a clip farmer. Thank you for the engagement. You certainly helped me out there. For the record, this is a punditry channel. I'm supposed to be telling you my opinions on things, so yeah, there you go. If that's the case, if that's all it takes, then the majority of people who post opinion videos on YouTube and Rumble are essentially clip farmers using that logic. So I don't know what they were trying to accomplish there, but yeah, civil discourse is welcome here. Please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear about that. And if you do want to follow on what Legal Mindset was saying, the phone numbers were in the screenshot I showed you earlier in the video. So there you go. Till next time, please take care of yourself and each other. And as always, to be continued.